Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this salmon and coconut cream spinach. Guys, this recipe is so delicious and yet it is so easy to make. So if you want to learn how to do it, then just keep watching. And while you're watching, guys, do not forget to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. So for this recipe, I have my salmon fillets, of course, and I'm going to be seasoning my salmon with some salt, some freshly cracked black pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. You can use whatever seasoning you prefer, but this is my go-to combination for salmon. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip over my fish and just make sure that I get the seasoning on all sides of my fish. It's very important that you season every side of your fish just to make sure you end up with really tasty salmon. So you would also need to have some coconut milk, spinach, cream cheese, Parmesan cheese, cherry tomatoes, onions, garlic and jalapeños, a lemon, and some parsley to finish things up. So heading over to the stove, I'm going to go ahead and add some oil to my really pretty pink pan. You can use a cast iron skillet if you have one handy, but this is what I had handy and that's what I used, and it worked out perfectly. So once my oil was super hot, I added my fish and I sauteed it for around about 2 to 3 minutes on each side because I like to get color on my fish and I like the color to be on each side. So when you sear your fish on every side, it traps in the moisture and helps to keep your fish moist and doesn't allow it to dry out. So 2 to 3 minutes on each side for the size of fillets that I was cooking. But if you are using larger fillets, you may want to cook it for a longer period of time. Okay, you don't want to end up with undercooked fish, but you also do not want to overcook your salmon and end up with dry salmon fillets. So once my salmon was done, I went ahead and took it off the pan and I cleaned out my pan. So I cleaned out my pan and I added a splash of clean oil and about 2 tablespoons of butter into my pan, and then I used that to saute my onions. So I started with the onions because it takes longer to cook the onions and I wanted to make sure that I cooked out the raw onion flavor. So that took around about 2 minutes. And after about 2 minutes, I added my garlic and my jalapeno into the pan and let it go for 1 more minute to cook out that raw garlic flavor. And after that, I went ahead with my cream cheese. So I added the cream cheese to the pan and I tried to break it up with my spatula. My cream cheese was a little bit cold, so it took some time to break it up. So adding it first gives it time to melt down and makes it easier to incorporate into the sauce. So once I got my cheese a little bit melty, I went ahead and added my coconut milk. So this is me adding the coconut milk in there, and I gave everything a really good mix, and I cranked up the heat a little bit and brought it to boil. Then I turned it down to medium and I let this simmer for around about 5 minutes. So that gave time for the cream cheese to really melt and for the sauce to begin to come together. So after about 5 minutes of simmering on low heat, I added my Parmesan cheese, my cherry tomatoes. I seasoned with some salt and some extra freshly cracked black pepper for flavor. Just taste it and make sure you have the perfect levels of salt and pepper in there. And then I added my frozen spinach. Guys, it's actually better to use fresh spinach, but this was what I had handy and it worked perfectly. So I let this simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes just to give time for my spinach to defrost inside my sauce. Nobody wants to end up with frozen bits of spinach in their sauce. Okay, so give it time to melt down and keep stirring it and make sure everything is perfectly combined. So after about 2 to 3 minutes of simmering, I went ahead and added my fish back into my sauce. So I squeezed in the juice of half a lemon just to help brighten things up, and I garnished with some parsley, and we were done. Done. So this is what it looks like in the end, all served up with some lemon slices and some steamed basmati rice. Guys, I'm telling you, this is a crowd pleaser. It tastes so good and it looks so pretty and it smells amazing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time on my channel, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification button so you know when I post new videos. And guys, like and share this video with your friends and your family, and leave comments in the comment section down below. I love you all. See you guys in the next video.